5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. The MA6 vehicle has lifted off. The MA6 vehicle has lifted off.
Hi there, this is Greg Friel, composer, record producer and shades enthusiast, here to tell you a little bit about Fourworks, my music for fireworks. So when I was first asked to compose the music for the Kirkintilloch Canal Festival in 2011, we came here first of all to the canal itself where the event was actually going to take place. So it's a sizable space for a live event. So the music is going to have to reflect the space that we have and also be big enough to fill that space. So there was going to be, well, there's going to be a couple of thousand people here, and the fireworks are going to be big and noisy. So whatever I'm going to make, it's going to have to compete with that, big and noisy. So the brief for all the music for fireworks is always the same. It's 7.5 minutes worth of music for fireworks. Fairly simple description. So the music itself has to be fairly simple, melodic, direct, big, as we said before. It's a sense of occasion that we're trying to create. So all of the musical themes that we're going to bring are going to be big, large, easy to remember, catchy themes. Classical music fans might be interested to know that the structure of all of the pieces is in sonata form. That is to say, we have an introduction, exposition, development, recapitulation. Pop fans might think of that as a chorus, verse, chorus, big finish. Kind of generally along those kind of lines. Whatever, it's going to end in a big, huge finale. So, how do I get started? Normally, at the piano, I find a simple melodic theme that is going to be the main basis of the whole piece. With 2011's Fireworks and Flourish, this was a melodic theme that I had from years before that I just had never used. It was a piece called The Glasgow Flourish. In 2012, Shooting Stars and Satellites, the same idea came into play. It was a piano piece that I had in the first place, and that formed the basis of the first theme. With 2013's Rhythm of the Celts, I wasn't sitting at the piano when I came up with the initial ideas for this piece. I was in the recording studio. So the approach was completely different. I knew that I was going to be building a big track as usual, but I wasn't sitting there with a preconceived notion of the theme or the tune. I knew that I wanted to do something that had a Celtic theme to it, and I knew that it was going to become a Celtic dance, if you will. So by the time it became the finale section, it was going to be going at 200 miles an hour. With 2014's Gathering Tribes, the initial brief was slightly different. I was asked if I could in some way incorporate the Commonwealth Games, which had just happened in Glasgow, into this piece. So what I decided to do was have a journey through the Commonwealth, as it were. So we start off in Australia, New Zealand, we pass through India and South Africa, eventually winding up in Scotland. So the initial theme that happens in that piece is effectively calling out to the other nations to come to Scotland. That's not pretentious at all. With the exception of 2013's Rhythm of the Celts, the main lead instrument, particularly in the finale sections, is electric guitar. Electric guitar gives us the lift-off that we need to soar over the top of lots and lots of drums. Drums are a huge part of the way all of these four pieces come together. We need to create moments, bangs and crashes to compete with the noise of hundreds of fireworks lighting up the night sky. So this year we have 4 works, a combination of the previous 4 years' music all together in one piece. This is